For the first time, jurors in the trial of Connecticut State Trooper Brian North are seeing body camera footage from the night North shot and killed Mubarak Suleiman. Well, the state questioned an inspector from the Office of the Inspector General about what he saw in the video. Yesterday, the judge dismissed one of the jurors because of concerns the person was falling asleep during testimony. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is in the courtroom and will have a full report of today's proceedings on Channel 3 Eyewitness News. And you can watch the full trial on WFSB Plus.